Some people move on, but not us. Not us.
So last week we had the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has become famous for two things: American football and film trailers and teasers. Because Hollywood loves showing off their new shiny films at American sporting events. And during the Super Bowl, we got a small but exciting tease for Avengers Endgame, and it got us thinking, what do we really want to see in this film? An exciting story, impressive set pieces, a relaxing massage during the film, a kick in the balls? So here's 5 things we want to see in Avengers Endgame. Infinity War had pretty major stakes. I mean, the goal of the characters in the film was to stop a tall purple man with a fucked up chin from wiping out half the universe. So what do they do in this film? Well, we know the remaining heroes that didn't get turned into depressing dust are now dealing with the aftermath of the snap. We're not exactly sure what their plan is to do about it, but there's been some rumours and reports of them travelling back through time based on some set photos. But we want the film to have some pretty major stakes if our heroes fail. This is essentially an end of an era, and so the stakes should be higher than ever. And yes, we know that if they fail, then everyone stays dead, but based on the trailer for the new Spider-Man film, we know as an audience that our heroes won't fail in that aspect. So we need something more. We need something else that can be at stake here. Maybe a particular character's life could be in the balance? Looking at you, big boy. Or maybe you. After having watched Infinity War a few times now, often when I'm feeling like I'm too happy and need to be brought down a bit, I really do feel the absence of the Hulk in that film. There were many moments in that film where it felt strange not seeing the Hulk standing alongside our heroes. It was interesting to see Banner cope and fight without the easy aid of turning into the Hulk, but seeing as this film coming up is the Endgame... Huh? Do you get it? Endgame? Because it's called... Do you get... It feels appropriate that the Hulk should show up for what could be a final fight for some of these characters. And as a side note, we want a rematch between Hulk and Thanos. Thanos was by far one of the most interesting MCU villains we've seen so far, and was played brilliantly by Mr. Brolin. Good work, mate. He was compelling, threatening, determined, complex, and driven, and Infinity War ends with a Thanos that has already completed his mission. So we're intrigued to see what he does now that he has completed his purpose. Will they kill him off? Well, we sort of hope they don't, since he's such a pleasure to watch on screen. In a nutshell, we want to see more of the tall purple man with the fucked up chin. Yes, okay, on a technical note, Captain America was in Infinity War, but he wasn't really Captain America. He didn't have the stars, he didn't have the shield, and he just didn't have that same personality that we knew Captain America to have. He was sort of a broken man in a way, a man that had given up on the title but didn't give up on fighting for what's right. Well, if there ever was a time to bring back the red, white and blue, it's Endgame. We also would like Tony and Steve to finally meet after all this time and, you know, put their past behind them. Or kick each other in the balls. So, we get the feeling that some characters may not be returning. Maybe because they retire at the end, or maybe because they're dead. But for whatever reason, we know that some of the actors' contracts are up now, and some want to move on to new things. And we've been with some of these characters for years now, so a perfect send-off is needed. Regardless of how it's done, it needs to feel either satisfying or it needs to feel earned. A cheap cop-out ending for any of these characters could severely damage our enjoyment of the film. Based on Infinity War, we're pretty confident that we're gonna get some satisfying conclusions to these characters. And if not, well, fuck it, it's only a film. Nah, I'm joking, of course. We'll burn Marvel to the ground if it sucks. Nah, just kidding again. Disney would have us assassinated, if we even tried. Hail to our overlords. So, what about you? You looking forward to Endgame? And what do you want to see in the film? Let us know. Also let us know, if you had to kick any of the Avengers in the balls, which one would it be? I know who I would kick in the balls. Nah, I'm just kidding, mate. You're alright for now. And hey, if you want to see more from us and help us grow into something beautiful, then why not help us out by liking the video and subscribing to our channel, and of course hitting that bell thing. Alright, cheers guys, I'm off to go kick an Avenger in the balls.